Okay, so hello everybody. Welcome to Gozo TV, to the Trig Podcast of Joy. This is Gaby and Dr. Peggy. I am so excited to have you guys. So thank you for being here once again. Bienvenidos, hermanas, amigas. And today we're talking about a topic that I think is very interesting. It's a topic that I think all of us know about, and that's the topic of sexual addiction and what I'm calling iPorn. You know, there's so much in the news, even just this week, about this important topic. And you might be someone out there who is maybe from all different places. You're maybe saying, you know what, I don't deal with that kind of stuff. We just should ignore that. Maybe you're all the way to the other side where you're like saying, hey, this is awesome. Sexual Revolution 2014. Here we go again. Let's just be free and love, love, love. You might be from a spiritual perspective. You might think, you know what, if we just pray and really trust the Lord, this will go away. I think that all of us have different perspectives on that, and that's what makes this topic very important. I think at the end of the day, we have to really discuss these topics with knowledge, know that there's a biological and a behavioral aspect to this. So here in studio, we have Dr. Peggy Lesnick, who is a licensed sex addiction therapist, and she's going to be able to answer a lot of our questions. Peggy is also joined with Gaby, who's a life coach and a woman who loves God, been married also for many years, has 5 amazing children. And again, we're going to be answering a lot of your questions. So please be sure to live tweet us at David Trig LA. If you want to answer or ask us any questions, we can take care of those as well. Now, before we do that, I always want to start with a fun joke because, this is Gozo TV. Okay. And so this is part of our fun. So this is things only a mom can teach. Okay, moms like to teach, right? So here's a mom teaching their child about anticipation. So my mother taught me about anticipation. Here's what she said. Just wait until your father gets home.
That's a good one.
My mother taught me about receiving. You're going to get it when we get home. We have a little theme going here, huh? Feeling scared. My mom is actually here. My mother taught me medicine. If you don't stop crossing your eyes, you're going to freeze that way. Ever say that way?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then here's, related to our topic about sex and sexual addiction. My mom taught me about sex. How do you think you got here?
Right.
Okay, that really helps. So when it comes to the topic of sexual addiction and iPorn, the advent of these mobile devices, we're just watching the CMO, the marketing director of Facebook, and she's saying that 80% of people now are Facebook through their phones. And so they feel like actually Facebook is behind, can you believe it? Behind the times because they didn't think about mobile until recently. Now, guess who's ahead of the game on mobile? The porn industry.
Yeah.
They are not losing any customers, are they, when it comes to... So I had a few questions for us today for our panel and for us and for you out there as well. Please tweet us your questions to @DavidTrigLA. Here's some questions that I kind of had, Dr. Peggy. Before we get into the details of it, does God hate sex? I mean, do you think, that, we as people, we seem to have obviously a desire to be spiritual people. We want to be holy and good. And I think most people want to be moral. But I think that the conflict that a lot of people have, they say, well, does God just want to take away all our fun? Isn't it fun to bring pornography into the bedroom? Isn't it fun to let young people experiment before they get married? Isn't it good to kind of partners to see if you fit? Does God just seem to hate sex? What do you guys think about that? Does God hate sex?